Okay,
Polly.
this alum week coming up in July. I'm thinking about all those amazing people who we've worked with in the past and other people who've done weeks at MEA who are so connected to each other and wanting to reconnect, but are like, what is going to help them make the move to say, yes, sign me up.
Oh, wow. I'm sort of dreaming about people from the same cohort maybe coming down together to rebuild, and then they meet people from other cohorts and they form a whole
Yes,
new
yes,
layer.
yes, yes. Oh, I'm thinking of what was her name? She was a little bit introverted, and coming to the week already gave her such an opportunity to be comfortable with that and like met with that in a way that worked for her to branch out more and connect more and blend in more and be held more.
Yeah, that was Aggie, maybe.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And those introverts now have so much to teach us, don't they? Because we've all become somewhat more introverted. Well, at least I have
Right.
become much more introverted over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So important.
Yeah. And was it I'm thinking it was Hank or Hank. He was someone I was thinking about how his relationship to fear was really worked when we were working that week that we were there, and how that's been blown out of proportion, I think, with COVID and like the levels of which how I'm feeling safe or comfortable, and something about how to be in relationship to that in a way that drops it in, but lets it sort of slough off in a healthy way, in a very safe environment.
Mm-hmm. We've been talking a lot, me with some of the people that have been on MEA things, about the difference between fear and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I love about MEA conversations is we get into stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you're together for a week, you can really dive deep into, well, is this fear I'm feeling, or is this anxiety? And
yes.
And anxiety is a really embodied thing as well, which I'd like you and I to work on during the week, by the way. Is how do we help get our bodies to help us to get out of anxiety?
Which yes, 100%. And I'm thinking about my own relationship to self-care. Like when I was in my flow before the pandemic, I kind of like did this virtuous cycle. This feels good, I'll do some of this. This helps me do that, so I'll do some of that, which enables me to do this. But that kind of like got fragmented. That cycle got fragmented. So I know for me, being with others, being led, having some facilitation to find my way back into achievable goals, like even just every day. Like today we'll do a little head wiggle. Tomorrow we'll do a head wiggle and some shoulders, and being supported in a safe, fun way to like take those steps back into doing things that I know I really enjoy and find reinforces me, as well as is good for me.
I'm loving this because I know that it's been really valuable to me to establish some new habits and practices, because like you, I got into a downward spiral of not looking after myself. So I'm really looking forward to us sharing some new physical habits and practices with people, as well as some different ways of thinking.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And the people who are MEA alums are already conversant in that conversation, and being with each other is self-care, because when I'm only spending most of my time with people that I've had longer stories with, right? Like they've known me for 15 years, then there's something that is self-care about being with those people who are seeing me for where I'm at in my new steps that I'm taking, in my new arrangement of how I'm making choices based on values that are becoming clear to me today.
Yeah. And so I'm going to bring up my friends closet thing here. That's I know that I'm such a bitch that I've been cleaning out my friends closet over the pandemic, and deciding who's really valuable to me, but that has left me space to bring in new friends. And I really feel that MEA does that really well. It allows us to meet people that are really valuable. I don't mean in a cynical way.
No.
I mean in a really caring way.
Yes.
And, hang them in that special friends closet. I don't mean hang them literally.
Interesting choice of verb. But when you're speaking, I'm thinking about, there's been so much to celebrate in our lives because we're alive. Life includes spring every year. And yes, we've had a lot to deal with on a lot of levels. But one of the things that I'm looking forward to at our week of alums and being at the beautiful updated campus of MEA is celebration. And both for the moment that we're here now together and like, let that feel legitimately like worth celebrating. But for anything else, like what if somebody had a special event in their life in the past year that they couldn't quite celebrate because of all the reasons? Like let's have room for that, because celebration is part of self-care, is part of bonding for new friends. It's part of so many things, like getting out of bed in the morning.
Oh God, I love this. So we're going to reinvent the idea of party.
Yes.
We are going to reinvent the party at Alumni Week. Amazing. You're a genius. Do you know that?
Can you do a high five? Yeah.